In this example, I have 3x minus y equals 10 and x minus 2y equals 5. To get started with the elimination method, we need to make sure our equations are in the right form. They need to be in the form ax plus by equals c, or in other words, the variable terms on the left and the constant terms on the right side of the equation, which we have. So now, what we want to do to use elimination is we want to have the same variable terms to have opposite coefficients, and we don't currently have that. So to create it, we're going to multiply one or both equations by a number to create those opposite coefficients in front of the same variable. The x variable currently has a 3 in front of it in the top equation, so I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by a negative 3. So my new bottom equation, if I multiply by a negative 3, will become negative 3x plus 6y is equal to negative 15. I have to multiply each term in the equation by negative 3. Now the top equation stays the same. 3x minus y is equal to 10. Now the variable x terms have opposite coefficients, so when added together, the x variable gets eliminated. And if we continue to add the remaining terms, I end up with negative y plus 6y is equal to 5y, and 10 plus negative 15 is equal to negative 5. We'll divide both sides by 5 and end up with y is equal to negative 1. Now we can substitute y equals negative 1 into either equation that involves both variables to solve for x. So I'm going to go ahead and substitute it into the bottom equation here. I'm going to substitute in negative 1 for y to end up with x minus 2 times negative 1 is equal to 5. So I have x plus 2 is equal to 5. Subtracting 2 from both sides, I get x equals 3. So I end up with a solution of 3, negative 1. In this example, we have 3x plus 4y equals negative 10 and 5x equals 3y minus 7. Before we get started, we have to go ahead and subtract 3y on both sides of that second equation to get the variable terms all on the left. So the second equation will be 5x minus 3y is equal to negative 7. The top equation will remain the same. We don't have opposite coefficients in front of either variable. On this particular problem, we're going to have to multiply both the top equation and the bottom equation by a number to create opposite coefficients in front of the same variable. Now the y variable already has at least opposite signs, so one of them is positive and the other is negative. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is multiply the top equation by a 3 and the bottom equation by a 4. And what that'll do is create a positive 12 and a negative 12 in front of the y variable. So we're going to go ahead and multiply the top equation by 3, and we're going to multiply the bottom equation by 4. Our top equation is going to become 9x plus 12y is equal to negative 30. We multiply each term by 3. And then our second equation is going to become 20x minus 12y is equal to negative 28. All right, so now there are opposite coefficients in front of the y variable. So when we add the two equations together, the y variable is eliminated. So adding them together, we end up with 29x is equal to negative 58, which seems like big numbers, but 29 divides evenly into negative 58 2 times. So dividing both sides, we have x equals negative 2. Now we can substitute x equals negative 2 into any equation that has both x and y in it. So the original equations, the ones where we subtracted 3y from both sides, or even the versions where we multiplied by a number. I'm going to go ahead and choose to substitute into the original top equation. So I'm going to replace that x with a -2. And I'll have 3 times -2 plus 4y is equal to -10. Here I have -6 plus 4y is equal to -10. If I add the 6 to both sides, I get 4y is equal to -4. And divide both sides by 4, I get y is equal to -1. So we end up with a solution of -2, -1. In the last example, we have 4x minus 7y equals -16, and 2x plus 5y equals 9. We do have the equations in the right form, all the variable terms on the left, the constants on the right. We do not have variable terms with opposite coefficients, so we're going to have to create that. We'll multiply the bottom equation by a -2, and that will create a -4x, which is opposite the 4x of the top equation. So multiplying this bottom equation by a -2 gets us -4x minus 10y equals -18. The top equation stays the same. And now we'll add the two equations together to arrive at -17y is equal to -34. The x variables are eliminated when adding. And now to solve for y, we'll divide by -17. And we're left with y is equal to +2. Now substituting back in to either equation, so I'll go ahead and substitute into the top equation. I have 4x minus 7 times 2 is equal to -16. So 4x minus 14 is equal to -16. Adding 14 to both sides, I get 4x is equal to -2. And dividing both sides by 4, I end up with -2 over 4, which reduces to the fraction -1/2. So my solution has a fraction as one of its parts, which is perfectly fine. I have -1/2 as the x-coordinate and 2 as the y-coordinate.